to the ability to turn out at least 50,000 planes a year.
People gravitate to stories of ingenuity, triumph, and defying the odds.
We are working to build an air fleet second to none.
And in the mid-1940s, the United States was doing just that with planes, including the Douglas A-26 Invader.
The A-26 was a follow-on to Douglas's A-20. And if World War II had gone on, this may have been the premier bomber that everybody remembers.
Thousands of workers packed onto assembly lines, churning out planes at lightning speed.
Together by this high-speed riveter.
But now imagine you're trying to do that same thing today. That's where Jan Frank and Bob Schroeder come in.
Year out, I got in there and you stood by and was a cheerleader.
Yeah. Well, we like to think that we've certainly done our part, and we poured our heart and soul into it.
And my wife allows me to come down here 3 days a week to work on it.
At a hangar in Provo sits a sleeping giant. An A-26 Invader being resurrected after all this time. And what they thought was going to be a simple task
became a restoration of epic proportions.
Bob, Jan, and dozens of others have lent their blood, sweat, and tears, starting from basically nothing.
It got trucked down here on 5 flatbed trailers of stuff.
They handed me a part and said, here, take care of this.
That was 14 years ago, and a lot has happened since.
The wings weren't on it, tail group wasn't on it, of course the engines weren't on it.
Getting all the mechanicals, all the electronics.
Fuselage was clear full of its own parts, so.
It's kind of the begets theory. We got this, we beget that, we beget that.
And the cleaning went on forever.
Safety, I hate safety wire. There's safety wire all over this airplane.
The elevators and rudders and the control lines, and we could talk all day long about what went into the airplane, what came out, what we had to do to fix it.
There's a long history of naming aircraft, so with all that's gone into this one,
we think it's a pretty appropriate name.
Not moving.
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
We need your help.
high maintenance,
What do you need help with?
lives up to her name.
You don't build an airplane once, you build it 7 times.
But that's what makes it even more rewarding.
The controls are all hooked up and ready for power.
But now it's resolved itself into just myriads amounts of detail.
When you're 90% done, you've only got 90% to go.
And being the history nerd,
Gotta crawl under here.
I had to climb into the cockpit too. Even if it was a tight squeeze.
So Spencer, you're a wannabe A-26 pilot.
Heck yes I am. So after 14 years, they think this summer they'll take to the skies.
So this will be the 80th anniversary of when it was first rolled off the assembly line.
I think it's going to be pretty emotional because everybody's put their heart and their soul into it.
And I'm not the only one that's going to be shedding tears, I can guarantee you.
Emotion might seem strange for metal and oil held together by rivets and ingenuity, but for this piece of history being brought back to life, it's more than the sum of its parts.
There's just something about airplanes that they're pretty unique, and they got a soul.
And soon that soul will soar and travel to air shows around the world as a unique reminder of these Utahns' passion for bringing history into the future.
We feel pretty sure this is going to be a unique addition to what Utah people can do.
Spencer Joseph,
This is just our thing that we do.
Fox 13 News,
There's a lot of DNA in this airplane.
Utah.